State. And of course, it's the PCRC conference, mega security conference, and we are streaming live in Benin City. Thank you so much. While she gets here, I truly want to ask this question. Who was the first woman that fried akara in Edo State? The person has a prize. The first woman that fried akara in Edo State. Will they talk that one again? Yeah. Which area? No, you're not correct. You're not correct. You're not correct. Huh? You're not correct at all. The first woman to fire going? Huh? Gone. The money is gone. The money is gone. Where is all right, while you're looking for the answer, a member of Edo Civil Service Society, they are here led by Comrade, the Coordinator General, Leftist Omobude. Where is Omobude, Ago? Where is Leftist Omobude? Please put your hands together for Leftist Omobude. He Soleto, he Africa, Luther. Leftist, why are you hiding your face? I know you are my senior brother. These are the people that are fighting for the emancipation of the downtrodden in Edo State. Please put your hands together for them again. They can confront anybody confrontable, and they will answer us. Thank you so much. But leftists, it's long I've seen you, and thank God I'm seeing you here. You're lucky. You're lucky you didn't come yesterday. We have the military men yesterday, and they taught me kinetic and non-kinetic style of killing. All right. The next item, it's innovation and collaboration to stay ahead of emerging criminalities. And this will be graciously delivered from the Immigration Service, the Comptroller Immigration Service, here represented by the Deputy Controller, JT Etaloko. Please put your hands together as she takes a seat and, of course, come forward to deliver this beautiful lecture. Beautiful lecture. Please clap for her, clap for her. I know why I say she clap for her, because I need my passport now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome, ma. Thank you so much, ma.
The chairman, PCRC, the head of service represented here, and our other sisters agencies that are here, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, everyone. And I'm also standing on the existing protocol to talk. I want to start by saying one thing, that most people don't know that immigration has other functions than passports. And that's what I'm here today to tell you. So people just think, when you just say immigration, what did they want to do there? They know not be only passport in the issue. But really, it's not only passports. We do a lot of things. That is why we have the Immigration Act as amended 215. Because other things were also included. Based on this topic, I will also be enlightening you people why it also concerns immigration. I know my other sister agency actually has dealt well on the technology aspects of crime. He has really talked about it. If I start mentioning it, I'll be wasting your time. I have a lot, and I discover it's the same thing. But we still have to just do the introduction as it ought to be. From the invitation, they said we are talking on the future of law enforcement, leveraging on innovation, collaboration to stay ahead of emerging criminalities, which he has already said, the way we go about staying ahead of it. But every organization has its own function, like I just told you. For immigration, we don't only issue passports, we are in charge and we have our mandate to curb and also prevent smuggling of migrants, which I happen to be the person in charge. We call it irregular migration, anti-smuggling of migrants, and child labor. So you can see that passport is not the only thing we issue. We also issue visas to foreigners, but people don't know. The way they control you when you go there is just that they have more technology than us. That is what we also do here. So most of those things, those are some of the limitations in curbing crimes in Nigeria, because we are yet to get there, but we will get there. So let's go straight. Like I said, I don't want to start repeating everything. The future of law enforcement involves embracing technology advancement, fostering collaboration, and developing innovative strategies to combat emerging crimes. So which means I'm going to state everything he has done before, but I will not go into them so that I can go straight to how we do it in our own service. Like he said, there is first of all artificial intelligence. You have different things under that intelligence. We have border management technique that help us to curb some of these crimes. A lot of things have evolved through our partners, that you don't just cross the border anyhow without us getting your information. There's a machine at the entrance of every entering post, either at the airports, the land, even at the sea, because we have an office at the sea. Those equipments, they call it minders. One of them is minders, which means it includes that the meaning of minders is migrant information development analysis system. So if you enter Nigeria, those things will be recorded there, that this person came into Nigeria. If you like, go and use facial intelligence. Go and use that facial identity. We know, because we have all the equipment. And I don't need to start saying everything. Like he said, we are not supposed to be on air over certain things that we have. But I will have to say some that will not go too far. Then when you, like I said, our crime, we try to curb smuggling of migrants. What is smuggling of migrants? That is the act of recruiting our people, whether minors, whether adults, to cross the border. It's an organized crime, and it's a multinational business, real multinational business that involves suspects from over 100 countries connecting Nigeria. You can see we have a lot to do in curbing it. But most people don't know the difference between trafficking in persons and smuggling of migrants. They are intertwined. Like we are not directly having the mandate of trafficking in persons. So if we have such a case, we refer to NAPTIP. That is where the collaboration comes in. Then if we have other cases that has to do with crime again inside, we either hand over to police or we hand over to the DSS. In fact, we collaborate. Every time there is a synergy between us and our sister agencies. We don't just operate in isolation. So, in trying to curb this thing, we have to put a lot of things like those techniques you just mentioned. We use them all. But how do we curb at our own level in Nigeria? What are the causes of trying to migrate? What are the causes of going irregular? That's irregular migration. And I don't know, some people don't know why we call it irregular migration. When you are traveling irregularly, it means you don't have the required documents to travel. And what are the documents to travel? First document is passport, which you all know that we are the custodian of it. But when you get passport, you must do another thing. What is your next step? Who can tell us? Hey, you go to an embassy to apply. When you apply for your visa and you are given, then it makes you a proper documented migrant to travel. But another thing I will let you know, you can be a regular migrant and still later become an irregular migrant. How does it happen? When you go into a country with a visa and you are asked to stay for maybe 3 months, sometimes they give you single entry for 3 months. What that one means is that you're only entering once and coming out. You are not going to stay. So when you stay with such visa, what do you become? You become an irregular migrant. That is how somebody who is traveling regularly can become irregular migrant in another country, because you have not fulfilled the time that you are supposed to stay. Now you start hiding. You become irregular there. You are hiding, you cannot work, you cannot do anything. Anywhere you go to, you are not doing it well. So that is why we always encourage the right path. What is the right path? That is traveling regularly. Let your documents be regular. When you get there, you extend your visa. People don't know that you can extend visa. You extend. Then now we come to irregular migration that leads to smuggling of migrants. We've had a lot of issues where parents will be the one, and relations, they will gather money, sell properties, and give to a smuggler. Say, I beg, carry my pikin, travel. What did that one be? You sell family house, you carry the money, you give to somebody you don't know that has just come to deceive you. That person you are giving that money to carry your child or your relation is called a smuggler. The person that is even telling you, come, we will help your child to travel, is a recruiter. All of these are part of the things that causes smuggling of migrants. We have seen many people that they take them from Benin to Libya. When they get there, those people that actually take them, they are smugglers. When they get there, Benin, they call them buggers, but they are Oyibo call them smugglers. When they get to Libya, some of them are stranded. A lot of things happen. Some come back dehumanized. I remember there was a time, some years back, I was heading the team that was helping Edo State to bring back Libya people. I used to weep at the airports that how can our fine, beautiful sisters and handsome brothers that has left Benin to travel and coming back dehumanized. I don't know what I mean by dehumanized. Maybe one hand is gone or one leg is gone because we want to go on the irregular route. But after some time, I discovered that it was not only Edo State again. Then I no longer weep. Yes, it's true. It was no longer Edo State. I saw Delta, Abia, all over the Nigeria. It's just that it is more from these states than other states. And when you see them when they come, it takes grace of God for you to near them, to even talk to them. But I was touching them. I was talking to them. Because if other people cannot talk to them and they are from my state, won't I talk to them? I will talk to them. So that is some of the things we see, dangers of irregular migration. It is very, very wrong. Like a case we are handling recently, they said they want to travel. The father never knew the way they want to travel, but he knew it was an irregular migration. They were going to use a moving ship and a moving boat. You'll be jumping from a moving boat into a moving ship. In the process of doing that, it's a recent case. In the process of doing that, one of them could not grab the ship, the moving big ship going. He fell into the sea. So the other one was when the captain of the ship noticed them, they turned back, coming back to Nigeria to come and drop them at the Nigerian seaport. They handed over them to Navy. Navy now onward handed over to immigration because they are now regarded as stowaway. But in the process, one that died, one of them was inside the ship because there were 3. One died. And now you cannot tell the parents that one died until he was released from the court before he could hear from the canopers, the one that was driving the moving boat, that very one died. But the parents of that one said, no, you must provide our son. So how will he now provide their son? The first son, a graduate from Uniben, who also is having a car to do Uber. He sold the Uber car to travel. So now the boy is gone. The father, there's nothing he can do. Because even the one you are accusing does not know how your son fell. So those are some of the dangers in irregular migration. So we should sit and think about, why do we want to make all this journey? Is it because of money? Is it because I want to make my family rich? If your family wants to get rich, let them go and do the job themselves. Let them go and do the job. Or is it these 12 years old girls that they take from here to African countries? Some are virgins. They go there, they lock them somewhere, they use them, disvirgin them, and ask them to go and work. All those are the results of irregular migration. So they smuggle them. And this thing has a network. If we are not using our technology very well, we cannot work on this network. Like I told you, it's a transnational crime. So for you to fight this crime, we actually need to work on our collaboration with other partners, stakeholders, and other agencies, using advancement in technology to do this, because it's a chain work. So please, I want to find out, what is the reason for all this traveling irregularly that results to smuggling of migrants? Greed. Yeah.
PCRC. Please, my name is Reverend Israel Samugana. What I think is responsible is lack of no job. I remember when I was in secondary school, those in secondary school are the teachers there. When you finish secondary school or you finish university, my principal, they will give him a vehicle, 404. That is why there's no job in the country. That's what is causing it.
I disagree with that last speaker vehemently. Because if you can sell, you have a job. Like Madam talking about somebody who has Uber. He was working. If you sell a house for 10 million, 20 million. For God's sake, can't you use that money to establish a business in Nigeria here and be successful? Must you carry that your 10 million and give to somebody because you want to carry your underage daughter or somebody, your underage son abroad to go and make money? Can't you make the money here? Can't you carry that money and invest in this country and make your money here? And then people not making money in this country today, feeding their family. Why are you selling your properties? Why are you selling? People are leaving their jobs. Why are parents who are supposed to take care of their children sending your child?
PCRC, service to the nation. Ma, let me thank you for bringing us out of whom we are. You may not know whom you are until you try to know the reason why you just need to be whom you are. I think this is one of the joyous moments of this lecture. We're now talking to ourselves, having an encounter. But two things I will deduce from irregular migration and smuggling of migrants. First, we've lost our moral. We have lost our moral value and a failed system. First, moral value. These were some of the things I tried to hit yesterday. I have a brother who is well to do in my place. Has a big supermarket. His wife is driving a car. All of a sudden, he sold the cars, he sold the shop, he traveled with the children. This is a person that used to pay people now. Once in a while, we see him on Facebook on the street. Why did I say we lost the moral value? Back then, I was to go to school. I could remember my father looked at me face to face and said, "Remember the son of whom you are." But we've lost it. And because of a failed system, and we are feeling insecure. Apart from being the chairman of PCRC Delta State, I'm the head of training in Nigeria Red Cross Society Delta State branch. And day in, day out, I could see many people coming in for caregiver certificate. They want to go. Even our medical doctors. People just want to go and do nanny. Is it that we don't have age people to take care of in Nigeria? We have our people go there, they are working as morticians. Is it that we have lost all the mortuaries in Nigeria? We have people who want to go and clean and take care of other people's homes. Is it that we don't have them in Nigeria? But because we have a faith system, and people who have lost moral value, who do not know whom the Father they have before they came into system, they go out, it's working for them there, and when they are in Nigeria, it's not working for us. That we need to look into. If not, issue of poverty is something of the mind. Thank you.
No, I think he has said it all. He has said it all. He has said it all. Okay.
We come back to what do we do to ameliorate this kind of issues? Madam, you still want to talk? You want to talk? Please. Immigration friend. Yes, I used to see you. Go and leave my phone.
Okay.
Bless you all. It's good we are getting this type of conference and the exposition we are having now. And we are really saying our mind. Don't like you say some of your secrets cannot be said to us. We have the opportunity to reveal certain things happening in the system. The system is horrible. We are here today is the grace of God. Yes or no? Yes. Some of our homes cannot even eat now. No breakfast. But all to get out of that strangulated system, some of us just stylishly left the home so that the children would not be crying and we are looking at their faces. Okay? So how do we get back to where we used to be? It's to get rid of the system that is playing. You can't be snatching, running, and what do you call it? Start snatching, grabbing, and running, and you want to be my leader. You cannot be a certificate racketed somebody and you say you want to be in leadership. Do you understand? We have a lot we have to do. If truly we are not in agreement with them, then we can rise up. That enough is enough. Enough is enough. Neither will we wait for somebody to give us insecurity. Praise the Lord.
Okay, please, we're wrapping up. Sam will talk. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, interactive.
Pius Edo is my name, active chairman, Ahol Division of PCRC. Yesterday we were told here that the family unit is like a conglomeration of the entire society. That if the family is good, the society will be good. You see, I don't know, because somebody had just told us now that poverty is of the mind. Yes, the mind is a battlefield for good and evil. If you think you have, if you are poor, catch you as a person, change yourself. Individuals, if we can change ourselves, the people there that we're talking about, they are human beings. They are part of us. Because I have seen many, after talking tough, when they get there, they become different human beings. But what I'm saying in a nutshell is that if the family unit is anything to go by, we have to tell ourselves the truth. There is no way you will bring Ghanaians to come and be Nigerians here to rule us. We are Nigerians. If we cannot discipline ourselves, our hope from our homes, because I do not see, for me as a person, the poverty that will make me think of doing an evil thing, apparently to survive. Because there are so many ways you can survive without going into crime or criminalities. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is that it is the family unit that has to be really worked on. Because if the family units are okay, the entire society will be good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we've exhausted this. But let me just do this because of Pastor Kumbawa.
Okay. PCRC, my name is Abraham. I'm from Ugbo Division, PCRC. I would like to ask some questions. I don't know if you have the time, please. Because we're looking at curbing emerging crimes and criminalities. Now, beyond Edo State, because where we have here now is Edo State, I will start by saying I would like to visit our borders. For example, one of the popular border in Nigeria is Semeboda. And I have come to understand that Semeboda in Nigeria, Semeboda in Nigeria is one of the most crowded border around some of the African countries. Well, let's say the South, yeah. I understand that at every 2 minutes drive, there are immigration checkpoints. Funny enough, they do almost nothing than collecting money from people. And apart from that, now with these numbers of immigration officers, I just came back from Accra because of this conference 2 days ago. The other time I went through the air, I usually don't like enjoying the air. I want to be seeing things, so I have to come through the road this time. I saw small girls, small girls, some of them were going, while I met some coming. And when you ask them, they tell you, it is my aunties or this that ask us to come. Now, the thing is, these children, they go through immigration checkpoints. I understand that in Semeboda and in other borders, not only in Semeboda, there are some routes that you can pass off the border checkpoints. I understand that. But before then, there are immigration checkpoints there. So I don't know what your men are doing. Another thing, man, that is one question. Another thing, man. I have gone to several countries. There is one thing I understand about Nigeria immigration and borders. The other time I was going to England, at the border, immigration was telling me if I don't give him money, I will not board my plane. I really don't know why. The same thing happened when I was going to Brazzaville. Huh? Nigeria immigration, he said which country? Nigeria immigration. At the airport. Do you go to England on the road? But at the airport. At the airport. I was forced to ask one immigration officer that I have traveled through other countries. They don't ask me for a dime. How come when you are going, our immigration will ask you for money? When you are coming, our immigration will ask you for money. That one is among your people, so I think I will leave that to you to handle that issue, because we are treating curbing emerging crimes. You want to talk about passport, which is not part of what we are doing here. If not, in passport, when you are pursuing passports, how to get passport. Another thing is happening there entirely. Another thing is happening there entirely. I have been waiting for the immigration since yesterday so that I can bring my own points. And one more, man. In Nigeria airports and borders, like I said, I'm talking because I have flown from several international airports. I have seen Nigeria own to be the different among all of them. Nigeria airports are so crowded that you don't know who is a thief, and you don't know who is a normal person, and you don't know who is there for funny things. Funny things are happening. I went to Heathrow Airport. Before I got to where I board, there was no many questions. The same thing Kotako Airport. No many questions. All over the places. But immediately you step into any of Nigeria airports. So I want you to look into that. Why is it that our borders are more or less like a marketplace compared to other borders? Thank you very much, man.
I think that's all for the now. Pastor Sam, you run the board.
PCRC. PCRC. Mama, please, my question is direct to you. The first one is the porous borders we have.
Hello. Okay. We're back.
PCRC. Please, ma, I'm talking about number 2, the intermarriage relationship between Nigerians and the nearest border that we have. The intercultural activities that is going on there. The third one is the child trafficking that is going through the forest part into other countries, wherein immigration officers are aware and they are doing nothing about it. Lastly, the influx of these Aboki people that are coming from Mali, and we have them in trailers coming in. How do you check them and how do you issue them visas? Thank you.
All right.
It don't reach time for immigration and they take her on the spot. When Soja Mari talk yesterday, they will not take her on the spot. They will not take her. Mona do frog junk.
PCRC, please, I will come back to our topic. Let me answer the two of them. First, you said immigration all over the checkpoints before the border. Okay. In uniform. Okay. Because sometimes people don't know the difference between customs and immigration. Okay, excuse me, I'm coming to you. So, in every society or in every organization, you have the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. Even where you work or wherever you do, you too, you have such people. So it's not something you will hold a particular service for. You will not hold a particular service. But our boss is aware of all these things, and she's putting so many things in place to check all that. To check all that. Like me standing before you, I've been here and I've been in this section for years. Quote me in the whole Benin. No one will tell you I've collected a bribe for any case. Quote me anywhere. No one. Whether you are the complainant or you are the accused. My office is always full of sons, lawyers. They come there. One even told me one day, they said, you are Margaret Thatcher. I have never. So it depends on your integrity. I cannot be at the airport, you are coming, I'll beg you money. Why should I beg you money? God forbid. I won't beg you. Because you coming, do I know what you've gone through? Even what you have, do I know how you got it? Why should I beg you money? So please, we are aware of the bad, the good there. And something is in place. Thank you for that. Then, you talk about minors going. You people don't know the work our people are doing at the borders. Somebody talk about porous border. A place where you have, let's assume, don't quote me, assumption. If we have over 2,000 illegal routes and government can only mount maybe 500 or 700, how do you now hold immigration accountable for that? And you quoted a child telling you, my sister wants me, my father wants me. Will immigration stop? I have seen situations whereby in a boat, they now stop from crossing where they will check their documents. They go through the boat. People don't know that their boats, they cross with the boat. Immigration went there. At times when they see minors in a boat, they discharge everybody. They will remove all the minors. And most of them are coming from this part of the state. They will call us and return them. And we reunite them. Some even from Mali, Senegal, different countries we have reunited. But we are not media people. You know, he said close media just now. We don't go to blow our trumpets of what we do. We have reconciled, even this Edo section, we have reconciled more than 300 people back to their families. Some even came back with unwanted pregnancy that they don't even know their fathers. So a lot of things we go through and we see, but we don't blow our trumpets. But I assure you, when your next trip, you will see a better immigration. Thank you. Are you okay? You are okay? Okay. Back to our topic. Please, they digressed us. We have all spoken well because a lot of things causes all this. And the bottom line is still integrity. In a family, like you talk about family units, a family, there are some families, they will tell you, I'm not saying you owe. You understand? But there are some, they encourage you. My pikin go, not be the other woman pikin go yesterday, you don't build mansion. So it takes integrity in families to stand it. Some of us cannot stand up to our siblings and say, I beg, I'm not going to make a shower to reach this stage, and I'm not going because of you go do one. Because he doesn't want the fear of what the families will say. No, we should be able to talk to our families. You want to travel, what are you going to do? Do you have degree? Do you have the school? Because even those, like you said, which is a fact, many doctors that left Nigeria, it's not all of them that are fortunate there. Some are cleaning mortuary. You left your viable profession to travel. We know there's poverty. We know. We are not saying there's no poverty. But it's still coming back to your person and the way you raise the people. So please, no matter what it is, I still remember when I was growing, I used to hear them say, people like Babangida, they were from very poor homes, peasant homes. But they had the idea of, let me go to school, join the army, and become somebody. So what is wrong in us now? Trying to help ourselves. If you don't go to school, learn a trade and be great with it. But these days in Edo, I assure you, like he was talking about cyber crime. Today, a small boy of 18 years has estates. Are you going to be envious? You cannot be envious. No. The Bible says there is an end to everything. All we just need to do is keep on striving, believing God, and then have integrity in everything you do so that people can respect you wherever you go. That is what I believe. And if we can imbibe, because I always tell people there is greed. And those who are greedy, they pay the price. They pay the price in any way. If you don't pay it today, you pay it in future. Some of us, we have parents that rose in civil servants with integrity in this town. So what is wrong in having integrity? They will laugh at you, fine. For ladies, I know what you go through. Surely when you are a fine girl, you are not bringing too much to the house, there will be insult. Stand your ground. Nobody should push you to do what you don't want to do. And parents, don't push your children to do what they don't want to do. Because most of the grease comes from the parents. Because you want to compete with people. You not say your pikin go school. Your pikin not sabi right name. Then you say make you go prostitute. Where you want go? Which man want carry him? So that is why immigration has put on different things. Like in the passport office, we have people who does the screening. When you come, and they want to, you come for passport, you have even paid. I have some files now in my office. We are not giving them passports. Yes, we are not giving them. They've paid. That's government free money. Why? Because we have been able to carry out investigation to see that these people want to be smuggled or trafficked. Somebody coming to immigration with underage of about 4 or 5, they'll be bringing them 2 by 2, 1 by 1. Where are they taking them to? So we need to know who are their parents, and when their parents come, we interview them. Are you the one? Because even in the form, there's a place your parents are supposed to come to us or give us an undertaking that I am the one authorizing my underage child to make passports. Yes or no? That is one of the ways we curb it. And at the entry points and exit points, we have machines, like I told you. We will get there. Because all over the world, immigration is very powerful. It's only in Nigeria. Why? Because we lack equipment yet. And like he said, that we must stay ahead to be able to be abreast with every new technology. New technology. Like you now, you gave your 10 years old son or daughter a big phone where she can sit down and be watching porn films. Why? Why? 10 years, 12 years. You're already sending them how to go for the unknown. Check what you give to your children, no matter how worthy you are. Some of our parents, there were things they couldn't do for us at a certain age. But nowadays, you see a child, even young girls, you are not working, you are in school. You are using iPhone what? Who bought it? Is it your father? Huh? Okay. So many things. Good, you really know. Eh? These are things you need to check in families. Not just coming sometimes to come and sit and talk. Check your home. If they say the system is bad, what have you done in your own small system? Is it the government that will teach us how to not beat the line? It's not government. So please, you have not allowed me, but I still try. I did. Because every time, you don't want to see immigration. I really appreciate all of you, and I thank you. And whenever you have issues with immigration, you want to do passport, come to the controller or go to the passport officer. In fact, we have a website. Just go there. Do your payment. Bring the document. With the new system now, you can do your payment on your own if you are conversant with the system, so that we will all be able to help each other. And then, finally, I will note that if all of us come together, both with the law enforcement personnel, stakeholders, parents, we all come together to embrace this system, we'll be able to help the vulnerable population, people, anywhere they are, against smuggling, and then to give us a very good national security. Thank you very much.
Please, I think she needs a standing ovation, please. Put your hands together for her. She did justice. She did justice. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, be seated. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, CSI, Mama, I want to say thank you so much. I greet my home from the immigration officers. Thank you so much. But please, the malams that are entering into Edo State, the machine should be checking them. The malams. Yes, okay. Yeah, okay.
You know, because of this ECOWAS protocol of free movements and trade, that is why you see them coming like that. That's why our own people, men and women, can also go there undocumented. So until these people sit down again to address the ECOWAS protocol, then you will see less of these people. Because there was a time they were planning to have a common certificate that wherever you are within the ECOWAS, that's the only thing you can enter with. I think that one is yet to see the light. But when it is done, people will know that things are going to get better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. While that speech was going on, permit me to recognize the very presence of Dr. Bright Novo, CSO chairman. Please put your hands together for Dr. Bright. All right, I also want to recognize very specially and distinguishedly the legal advisor to the state PCRC, Dr. Barrister M.A.N. Omoagbon. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you so much. He happens to be a knight, and of course, my very distinguished family and father. Please put your hands together for him, please. And from extension, I recognize Pastor Ken Okumbowa, an astute talker. I want to say thank you so much, sir. God bless you. We move straight to the next I have here. Moving on quickly. We'll be getting confirmations, and we'll move straight to the next item. All right, I understand we've done a lot of lectures. It's time to switch gear as we have a little health talk for just 10 minutes. Access More, they are here. I'm a beneficiary from the health. Yesterday, I got my glasses. That's what I'm using, reading alone. But if I use our car, go fall. I just use that to read alone. But then, we have a 10 minutes talk. Access More, are you here? Quickly, please let them come so that we can do the health talk, and we're gradually coming to the end of this auspicious occasion. I want to say thank you so much. My immigration mama, thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much, ma. I belong to the parliamentarians. My Ogadi there. I greet you, ma. So we are here to make sure things work out fine. Access More, are you ready? Let's quickly have you on stage for just 10 minutes talk. And after that, we'll be doing the goodwill messages and we'll be signing off. Oga Omobude, I want me to you to come out. I want to take the apple with the quarter. With the quarter. I see. As also quarter, you the quarter. I see how. We'll fight. Thank you so you don't come yesterday when Army day. When Army give a lecture, everybody quiet. Nobody make noise. Immigration, they talk. Now different work. Okay. Now the same work. No, not the same. Okay, what is the difference between army and immigration? What's the difference? Oga Edoves. I greet you, sir. Access More, where are you? Please, we need you to come on stage now. We have 10 minutes for you. We have 10 minutes for you. Please, are they here? Are they ready? They are coming.
Please, so please, I just want to ask our Vice President, Vice Chairman National, and all our guest speakers, our National Chairman, and all the state executives to just please move up stage for a photograph. State Chairman, sir, Reverend, please, can we just come for a group photograph before you step out? All our speakers, I guess, please, can we join? LOC, please, can we have you up stage for the group photograph? There is an award ceremony that will be taken up after the panel that is coming up shortly. You may just be the winner of that award, so you want to ensure that you're around. Then if you are not, there is a WhatsApp group that every member of PCRC should belong to. It's called the Edo State Town Hall. If you are not in that group, please wave your hand. Wow. Okay, so immediately after this meeting, hold your chairman responsible. We are going to share the link to that. We are going to share the link to that group to all the divisional chairmen, and they will share it to you so that you can be on that platform. When the state chairman gives a message, everybody would receive the message, at once. Also, there is a feedback form that we developed. We want to know how this event has gone so far, so that we can improve for next year. But let me ask a general question: has this event been good so far? Thank you very much. We want to be able to document that, so we'll send a link. You will just click on the link and answer the questions. It will take you about 3 minutes. It's just a yes, no, good, bad response we want from you. We're going to share that link to all the divisional chairmen, and they will share the link with you. Please, the feedback is very important so that we can improve as an organization. State escorts, you can join for the pictures upstage. Say yes yet to that, because that would take going back to set up again. This is the official camera here. This is the official camera here, please. Thank you. So let's settle down. Our consultant is already in the house. We greatly believe that only those who are alive and healthy can really function in the security space. Our hearts are very important. Our eyes, our ears, every part of our being is very important. So can we kindly settle down? We've heard stories of people who were walking and they collapsed. And it's easy if I say that will not be your portion, you say amen. But it's good to also have knowledge so that we are able to ensure that we stay fit to serve the nation and humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up immediately, Dr. Aigbe is here. He's a cardiologist, and he's going to be talking about how you can stay alive so that we can see in 2025, 2026, and have better engagement. And don't go to heaven before your time, because the earth needs you to keep it safe. Please put your hands together as we make welcome Dr. Aigbe.
Good afternoon, gentlemen and ladies. It's a pleasure to have you guys in Benin. I'm sure all of you are not in Benin here. Some of you came from afar, and you are in the ancient city in these modern times, so you are welcome very much. I'm sure you've seen this John Oyegu Center. It's a very beautiful center, and the government has done a lot to put it together. So it's a very good, it's a beautiful modern center in an ancient city. So it's a very good conference center. I'm sure you enjoyed your stay here. Well, once again, you are welcome. I'll just be talking briefly. I won't take much of your time. If my slides can come on, we'll probably discuss from the slide. Otherwise, we'll just talk our temporary from our head, as it were. But I'll be discussing one or two bits about our heads this afternoon. You know, as they say, health is wet. And wet, too, is also health, too. I think it's vice versa. But in order to get the message across simply, I would say let's take it as know your numbers. That is, know those vital numbers that are vital to life. You know, numbers are very important. Every 30th of the month, we are all excited. Is it not so? Some excited that it is coming. Some excited that it's almost finished already before we even start collecting it. But some excitement does come on. When the number of our birthday come up, we're also excited too. You know, when it's December 25, some of us are excited too. So there's this magic about numbers that make life, you know, a little bit ups and downs, but that's what life's all about, the ups and the downs. So we can use numbers to understand our health. Maybe we start with basic numbers. For example, what do you expect your number to be in terms of your blood pressure? What is the normal blood pressure that you expect to have to live a normal life? You know, most of us believe that when your BP is too high, that means you have a hypertension. Is that not so? Well, generally that is true. But how high should it be for you to document or diagnose it as a hypertension? All categories have been used much earlier than now. If you have a BP at least below 160, we say it is normal. So you're an old man, 160 is okay. For your age, it's okay. You know? But not like when we were in med school. But recently, the value has been coming lower and lower and lower. So much that some people even use anything above 120 as elevated blood pressure. Then 130 and above as hypertension. You know, why there's a debate about whether those figures are too low, but what's generally acceptable is that the lower your blood pressure, the better. The higher your blood pressure, the more likely you're going to die from cardiovascular disease. So there's a number that's ideal. Number 120 for systolic, 80 for diastolic should be what you should be pursuing. Anything above 120 may not be ideal, may not be outrightly bad, but may not be ideal. Systolic, anything above 80 may not be outrightly bad, but may not be ideal. So 120, 80 and below is the optimal number you want to pick as far as blood pressure is concerned. So number, blood pressure number is gone. So let's talk about another number again. And let's talk about age. We can't do much about age, can we? As the day breaks, as the cock crows, the time keep on moving. As much as we probably want to, there's not much we can do. We must age, you know? And our aim is just to age gracefully, age healthily, age wisely, age strongly. So that's the only thing we can do. So what number to talk about when we come to aging now? Once a man hits the age of 45, that is a risk already for death. Let me put it that way. Not that you're going to die. But that's saying what are the risk factors for death? Age, 45 years and above. You know, for a man, for a woman, 55 years and above. Then when you now die, it will not be like sudden death anymore. It will look like there was a factor, which was age, that actually is a risk for dying. So even though it is like sudden death, but people that know will say, well, maybe it was not that sudden. How old was he? 45? So, okay, at least one risk factor is there. You know? So aging is something that we cannot avoid, but we can choose to age gracefully and in a healthy way. And there are ways we can age that will make our life a lot easier, rather than becoming a burden as we grow older. So I would advise that as we go along in life, we should watch these figures. As you get to 45, you need to do more regular check with your doctor. Live a lifestyle that will not worsen your risk, because you already have a risk. So don't further worsen it by a lifestyle that adds to the risk you already have by virtue of your age. Age is already a risk, so don't, because the more risk you have, the more likely you're going to come down with the condition that the risk is supposed to prevent or supposed to predict. So the more of those risks you have, the more you can come down with the major issue. So as you are aging, try and mitigate the other risks that come along with life so that your age will not multiply those risks and you now come down with the so-called condition we are scared of. So look at my slides are up, eh? Fine, that is beautiful. Fine, so now my slides up. Let's talk about preambles briefly again. We're not going to take much of your time. I'll you're all tired already. I decided to bring up the slide because it's easier when you talk and you also have visual contact with what we are saying. People tend to assimilate a little bit more. You know, that's why I thought we should bring up the slide. So the preamble, like I said, we're always talking about numbers today. There are the 10 commandments. Thank you. There are the 10 commandments, 12 apostles, cut-off marks, price of things. So numbers create orderliness. Numbers create value. 100 billion naira. I mean, we can't relate with that. That's a lot of money. Even if it's in naira. It's a lot of money, isn't it? Even if it's in naira. It's a lot of money. So order gives you a sense of magnitude, a sense of quality, value. So numbers are what we can all do something about. So there's an ideal weight. Okay? Start with weight on this slide. There's an ideal weight that is good for your health. We don't have an absolute value for weight, but we have a ratio. Say, if you divide your weight with your height, it should give you a value that is so-called within a normal range. We call it the BMI, Body Mass Index. If your height, for example, if your weight is like 80 kg, then your height is like 1.7 meters. If you do square, if you do that division, probably give you like around between 20 and 24. Then that will be said to be within normal BMI. But if you do that mathematics, where you divide your weight over your height square, and you start getting regions above 30, you are definitely obese. Above 25, you are overweight. much above 30, you are like morbid. I used using that word, because morbidity seems to imply death. But then you are morbidly obese, like you are nearing death, obese kind of thing. Well, so your weight is something, it's a number you have to guide. Because the higher your BMI, the more likely you're going to get things like stroke, heart attack, heart failure, cardiac arrest, and kidney disease. Blood pressure, I already alluded to this, so we just skip it. Waist circumference. For a male, there's an ideal waist circumference. The waist is not somewhere in your bone, it's around your navel. That is where your waist ought to be. If you have normal navel like my own, not those navel has become apron, you know? Normal navel like my own. So that's where your waist ought to be. So there's a ratio between your waist and your hip, which is the widest part of your pelvis. Ideally, it should be less than 0.9, max 1. But if your waist starts getting wider than your hip, like you're not reversing it in, then that is a problem. So you have abdominal obesity, you have fat in your tummy. That has been linked to heart disease too and sudden death. So we don't want a situation where your waist is bigger than your hip. So you need to do what you can, exercise, gym, to get your waist to be thinner than your waist, than your hip. For males, about 1 and 2 cm, that's 14 inches. For female, but at 1.5 inches, that is the ideal waist circumference. So your waist number. This number you also follow again. Then, on that number, talk about again. At the time you put to sleep, ideally you should sleep for at least 7 to 9 hours every day. Add your morning sleep, your afternoon, your night sleep for the whole day. At least 1/3 of the time of the day you should be dedicating it to sleep. Because during sleep that you refresh your brain, refresh your body cells, it's actually you are resetting your cycle again. If you don't have adequate sleep, you cannot reset. Just imagine driving a car continuously, just because the car has fuel in it, you think you don't have to stop. But as you see the car on its own will just say stop. If you don't stop yourself, naturally the car will stop. So the body is even more delicate than a car. So you need that break to rejuvenate, for the cells to refuel, and for you to start from zero again. So at least 7 to 9 hours per day is what is recommended amount of sleep you have to have. And another number to talk about again is exercise. You must exercise regularly, at least 4 times a week, about 45 minutes of moderately intense exercise until you break out into sweat. It's necessary to do so. You may say, as some women often say, that my daily chore is more than exercise. Before I go to market, before I do that, if I do, it's more than exercise. We agree with you. Those things are they are good, they are daily activities, but you need to dedicate special time deliberately. Say, this time I want to exercise now. Not just that, because my daily activity is very hectic. I'm a policeman, I used to do parade up and down. I mean, that is not exercise, isn't it? Say, but she said, no, that is work. But you have to say exercise time, 45 minutes, daily, at least 3-4 times in a week. Intense exercise, But of course, you have to listen to your body. Don't overdo anything. Listen to your body while you're exercising, so you don't go and put yourself into bigger trouble. But exercise is very important. And the number of steps you may take in a day, at least 10,000 steps every day. So if you count your steps, there's something we call a stepometer that you can actually attach to your waist. That as you're walking, is counting the steps you are taking. If at the end of the day it's less than 10,000 steps, you can actually just go somewhere and start making up the 10,000 before you go to bed. So it's a good idea to have 10,000 steps every day. So 10,000 steps. So what are some tips for increasing exercise level? Should limit TV, computer, and phone time. I think I should add phone. And phone time. Limit Facebook time, WhatsApp time, gossip time. Limit them. Schedule family exercise time. Bring time together. It's a time for bonding, a time for family unity. For the family to just do some calisthenics, Maybe the father leading, the mom see on their side, and they do some push-up, push-down for regularly every time. It helps to band the family together. So get an exercise video. Walk the dog for those that have that kind of lifestyle. Do errands by foot or on bike. You must not do everything by driving. Thank God now, the traffic is very slow in the town. No more fuel queue, and everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. You don't see queue anymore in the filling station. On Monday, I saw this long queue at the gas station at NIPCO. I said, this is where the queue has come to now. Gas station, a long queue. No wonder. So, no more queues. So people should walk. So if you're taking the elevator, take the stairs. You don't have to use the lift because there's a lift. There's a staircase. Why don't you climb the staircase? It helps too, you know. So you can park your car some distance away from where you are going to and trek the remainder. So all these are deliberate attempts to actually do more activity than just routine. You can join a walking group. Every weekend, you could take a walk around the community, you know. So all these are things you can do. Then, another figure we should talk about again, that number is water. At least you drink 2 to 3 liters of water every day. 2 to 3 liters of water every day. If pure water, rich water, canned water, bottled water, well water, water. Every day, I think 2 to 3 liters. You know, it helps. Because the body is about 60% water. So I just like enriching the body with the water there. But I don't support that so-called water therapy. People just can't drink water as if it's food, you know. You could actually give you more work your kidneys to do. So everything should be done in moderation and sensibly, you know. Because the idea of drinking water as if it's going out of fashion, I don't know, but drink water, that is what I'm supposed to say. You know, especially in the weather that we have, it's always hot. As you are here, you are losing water without even knowing. When you are speaking, water is coming out from your mouth. Your skin is losing water. So you need to replace those quite insensible loss. And the older you are, the more you need to drink water because you don't even know you are losing water. And your kidneys get easily starved. As you're getting older, your kidneys start dying gradually. By the time you're getting to like 70, you practically have just one kidney. Though the two of them are still there, it's like half year, you know. So you don't want to trouble them for that. You make sure they have water to keep on the business of filtering. So, lipids, cholesterol. What is the number of cholesterol you want to have in your blood? The low density, the high density, or the triglyceride cholesterol? So there are numbers. For example, you don't want to have above 200 milligram per deciliter of cholesterol in your blood at any point at fasting level. If it's low density cholesterol, not more than 150 milligram per deciliter. So these figures, when you start scoring above these numbers, you are scoring yourself into cardiovascular risk that's becoming higher. You can easily come down with heart attack, stroke, heart failure, and other cardiovascular conditions by virtue of elevation of these numbers. So you have to do all you can to get these numbers down. And exercising, taking your drug, eating right are measures you can take to bring down these values. In fact, cholesterol cannot be too low. Because when you are giving birth to it, it's usually at the lowest point. As you are getting older, it starts accumulating. So if you can get back to your birth values, the better. So there's a so-called normal value, but it can't be too low. Sugar. So that number we have to talk about again. Your blood sugar. What number should it be for you to be comfortable and happy with it? The book says, by the time you start getting sugar above 120 milligram per deciliter, fasting blood sugar, you are already going to diabetic range. And diabetes is not just a disease, it's another life entirely. When you are diabetic, you're just living another life entirely. It's not like I have malaria, I have a disease. No. Now you have to adjust your food, adjust your drink, adjust the clothes you wear, virtually adjust your whole life around the disease. So it's not just a disease, it's another life entirely. So if you don't want to go down that route because it means you are changing your life entirely. As much as possible, try not to be diabetic. And you can actually do that by watching your sugar, watch what you eat, watch your weight, and try to maintain an active lifestyle. Because if you don't, knowingly or unknowingly, you start working your way into that sugar range. And before you know it, you will become diabetic. And become difficult to return once you have crossed that so-called Rubicon. So 120 milligram per DL is the figure you have to watch. You don't want to go above that figure if you don't want to become diabetic. Cigarette smoking. Now, this is a figure where you want to score 0. You don't want to score any number at all if you can avoid this. You want to score 0 over 100, 0 over 0. If I don't, 0 over 0. You don't want to score anything at all in this mark. This is where you score 0, the teacher will clap for you. You know, that you have done well. It has not been proven to do anybody any good. Though they say it made you feel calm, make you feel good. Well, maybe psychologically, I wouldn't know, but medically, no good has come out of cigarette smoking. So you want to score 0 here, because we're linked to all kinds of things that are not good, from cancers to heart attack to stroke. Smoking has been linked to all of them. So you want to score 0 in this column. Okay, we have talked about age before. Then, what lifestyle modification can you do to adjust to make your life a little more comfortable? Yeah. Okay. Okay, maybe it's in my slide. If you know that, I'll talk about it too. So, you must take an interest in your health and well-being. That's very important. You are your best doctor. Even when you're going to see the doctor, Jesus, you must also take care of your own health yourself. You know? You must do the best you can for yourself. You must be selfish in your own interest. That's very, very important. Don't leave your head to other people to take care for you. Be selfish about your health. Do the best you can. Others may add on to it for you, but don't leave your head to others. Don't leave your head to the doctor. Take care of your head. So take interest in your head. Only you can do this way. Don't listen to quacks. There are all kinds of quacks on the internet these days. There's nothing that has not been recommended as a cure for all and everything. So when are so unreasonable that you wonder, can somebody believe that this thing work? But they put it on the internet, and one that bothers me that, especially old people, they start posting the thing around. They post everything. If even my dad is guilty, when they go up in the moment, my dad will be posting everything he sees on the internet to everybody without verifying, without even reasoning whether the thing work himself. We just post it to everybody. Say, where is this one? So, well, I think it keeps them busy. But the posting, they should be careful about what they post. So many wrong fallacies out there in the internet that people just post. And I just saw on something ago that if you put one leaf underneath your leg, your sole, and wear it under your shoe, your sugar will start dropping. So, say that is a cure for diabetes. Quickly take this cure before they delete it on the net. I say, just that leaf at all. I say, yes. Wow, serious. And everything that is on the net, the more ridiculous, the more people seem to believe it. Because look like the more complex ones are not working. You know? So we should be careful what we see online and what we believe. See your doctor as often as you can. Rest as you need. Reduce your stress. I don't know how to tell. These days, life is very stressful in Nigeria. But you have to do all you can still to reduce your stress. You know, because whether I like or not, fuel must be up more than 1,000 naira. CNG is now 20 naira per square meter, the cube. But that is now, when people start buying it, you go to 200, 400, 600, eventually it becomes 1,000 naira too. But that's just how it works. So prepare your heart for the worst. So that in case it doesn't become too bad, then you would have gained something, you know. Don't just expect that things to be good overnight too. In Nigeria, it will take some time. So let's prepare our heart for the hard road. So when it happens, you won't be stressed. Good. So stress can lead to elevated BP with all the issues. So stress leads to release of excess hormones that worsen blood pressure, heart failure, stroke, and heart attack. So you don't want stress. It's very, very important. So you get involved in games, visitation, socialization. Take things easy. Our greatest fears don't usually come to pass. All the fears that we have, if most of the time they don't happen. They just only happen in our head, you know. Very soon now you see we'll survive this one again. Just adjust your mind to it. So don't always think of the worst case scenario. Sometimes good things also happen to us too, you know. So don't always think of worst. So eat well. Eat a balanced diet. Fruits, vegetable, nuts, seeds. Carbohydrate is good. You need the sugar, energy, or carbohydrate to feed well. But everything has to be in the right nutrient, the right quantity, the right amount, so that you can have a balanced diet. Stop all unhealthy habits that you know. Don't get involved. I have a feeling that, did I miss some slides now? Let's scan through again. Okay, we're into thanks for listening. Okay, let me talk about alcohol there before we thank me. Well, alcohol is a double-edged sword. You know, before now, it was said that people in in Mediterranean, that is the Greeks, the Italians that border on the Mediterranean Sea, the French people, live a longer life because they drink alcohol with their food. They call it so-called red wine, you know. That was the thought. And people now thought that a little alcohol is good for the heart. Even in the Bible, isn't it? Yeah. So That was the thought too. And it's still a thought to a large extent. But like everything else in life, there's always a caveat. There's a code is sealed somewhere. There's a need for a modification. You see, if you're already hypertensive, and you have what we call hypertensive heart disease, maybe you should not be taking alcohol. Because you already have a risk factor that is embedded in you, that is already there, waiting for ignition, for something to trigger. Maybe alcohol is not for someone like you. But perhaps if your heart is clean, you're not hypertensive, there may be 2 drinks of alcohol, which is just like a bottle of beer per day. For a man, the half bottle for a woman is what the book says you can take. Not recommended, though, that you can take. 1 bottle for a man, half for a woman, that you may take. Not be can, that you may take. Not recommended. And but if you have already predisposition, some vulnerabilities, some susceptibilities, maybe you shouldn't just go near alcohol at all. Because they're using fire to go near where they don't rub petrol already. You know? So, I think that is bit I can say for alcohol. For the France people that tend to have good results, you see, they don't just take alcohol. They eat the so-called Mediterranean diet as well, which include a lot of olive oil, nuts, seeds, salads that tend to even give them that longevity. So it's not just the alcohol that they take, but they take the complete bouquet of the diet. So we don't just go down and pick only the alcohol and run back. We should pick everything as well. Perhaps we'll get some reward. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. So if you have any comments or contribution, we appreciate it, sir.
Okay, we have a question. Doctor, do you say 1 bottle of alcohol every day?
Doctor, thank you very much for the lecture. I have some few comments. Firstly, one of our resource persons here advertised for polygamy. And when you were talking, your opening speech, you say men 45 years, they should start doing checkup. Women 55. And it's the men that is marrying the multiple wives. Why is their own even shorter to 45? That is my first question there. Secondly, just the DSS is no longer here, DSS official. Okay, fine. You are a medical personnel, so you are lawyer will call themselves learned, the other person is educated. You will not be good into buying any supplement from WhatsApp that can cure all ailments. The question now is this: why do our regulators allow these things to be flipping in our WhatsApp? Because in the first place, it's not the victim that approach such medical personnel. You just see them in your WhatsApp. And at times, on NTA, one doctor from Abuja claimed to have the ability to reverse diabetes, heart disease, and all of that without operation. And when you are listening to such a program on the TV, you are mostly convinced that this is real. Why are all this happening? And again, just for the keeps, immigration woman is no longer here. The system completely has failed us. For instance, in a state where CCY is the governor, all council election is CCY. And by implication, that is the rigging of the next governorship election. Because it's this CCY councillor and House of Assembly member that will mortgage the election. What is happening now, the election for 2027 is what you are doing today now, not the one we want to queue up to vote. So the system, when we say our youth are lazy, is the system have collapsed. These people leave in Nigeria to go to America to go and take care of old people. Somebody say, are there no old people here? Yes, we do have old people. But how much can you pay caregiver here? That is the question. So thank you very much. The lecture is very, very...
Thank you. Let me just, Jorakusa can answer all together, please.
I forget. Man, please, I'm already forgetting this question already. Okay, my mom wants to add something, please.
Madam, please. Pastor. Okay.
I'm a pastor. Just like what my boss said, he said old people there, they know they are old and they will stay home to be cared for. Do we really have old people here? When somebody that's supposed to be 90 is claiming 71, can you care for such a person? Thank you very much.
Okay, let me just go to Pastor Kumbo quickly.
Thank you so very much. Are you with me, sir? Our medical resource person. I want to thank you for your discourse. I must confess you are a very, very smart speaker. I enjoyed your talk. But sir, there's a controversy about blood pressure from world medical bodies. Recently, I don't know if you are aware about the figure that can put you at risk of high blood pressure. We used to hear, like you rightly said a while ago, it's 80, 120. But recently we have been reading from medical journals, even if we are not medical doctors, that 140 on the upper side does not put you at risk of high blood pressure. I'm sure you are aware of that also. So what do you have to say about that, sir?
Okay, doctor. All right, doctor, quickly. Let's go through this.
Well, let me quickly respond to this question about the age for men. Well, maybe because it is the men that do all the hard work. You're a 45-year-old man. I mean, you're a man. You have 6 wives. You expect that attrition will set off earlier in you than the woman that you choose to have 6 wives and you're just a man. You should expect that you born out faster now. That women will born out later than you because you are the one doing all the government work, running your place, running up and down, feeding the whole family, up and down. Then when you born out earlier, you should expect that that's how it ought to be, that you should born out quicker. And statistics prove that women are actually physiologically stronger than men. They live longer. They take less risk than men do. It is the men that smoke, that do dangerous things, that want to fight, that want, women fight, they know they fight with gun, they don't fight with hand, but the men will be stabbing themselves. Women just quarrel, they won't kill themselves. So the men take all the risk and they tend to come down earlier. See, I forgot your second question now. Thank you, sir. Sincerely, I worry a lot about those things myself too. Even that one, even WhatsApp is even bad enough. But what you want to go about along the street, just some people sitting up along the road, say this citrus or rosofringa, this drug will cure ulcer, Clara's bitter NMC, they are driving vehicle around the whole of Benin, advertising drugs. Sometimes use some adult language where children are gathering. Say if you take them, your madam go thank you. Or God, you say, those kind of talk. Me too, I worry. That is the government for you, sir. That is the government for you. If you want to talk about government, we're not going to live here. That is the government for you. That's the government for you. So, was I not the one that said earlier that BP has become something we are not sure of anymore? That was my opening statement about BP. I said, that was my opening statement, that blood pressure, the values for cutoff are not as clear as they used to be. That in those days, we used to say 160. But now, it is so fluid, Anything 120 above, we start saying there are issues. But is that blood pressure, the risk for how I put it now, for cardiovascular death or adverse effects from blood pressure rises along the continuum of blood pressure. In other words, if somebody is 110, he has less risk somebody that is in 120. Less risk than somebody that is in 130. So it's not absolute. It's like if you want to draw a graph, you put risk below, you put blood pressure on top. So if you draw a graph like this, as the blood pressure is going up, the risk, to all this we're talking about is risk. You can have somebody 190, not your around. Somebody 140, something around. So it is the risk we're talking about. At 140, you don't have the risk like somebody has 160, of course. But you have worse than somebody have 120. So the risk is a continuous thing. As your BP starts climbing, your risk starts climbing. May not be, you must not come down with the event, but it exposes you, you become more vulnerable. That just so at 140, fine, it's a good place to be. But if you have 140, you are diabetic, you have kidney disease, you are equally in a bad place because that 140 has other things. So actually, we don't just talk about BP alone as a figure. We add other things to it. That's why we do all the cholesterol. Because someone that have BP of 150, it looks normal. But when that person is also diabetic, that's the person is also smoking, that's the person also has cholesterol, then that is a very bad BP. But somebody has a BP of 160, you look high, but it's not smoking, no cholesterol, no sugar. BP is bad, but not as bad as fellow that has the other, that has the complete package. So look at it as total cardiovascular care. Some people have the complete package. You know, why should you just have single? So you look at the context of that BP. Is it in the package of everything, just check everything, or just BP alone? And you look at the age too. Has he had stroke in the past before, and it's not having high BP? That person tends to have another stroke, because he had one before, and BP is climbing again. So you look at the situation in which you find the blood pressure elevation, not just the absolute figure as it were, but 140 is not a bad place to be. But like I said, the higher the BP, the higher the exposure to risk. The lower BP, the better. In fact, some people say you have BP of 90, 60. As long as you are not feeling dizzy, it's okay. As long as it's not making you feel uncomfortable, you are not fainting, it's fine. So we try to come as low as we can get. Just like the example I give to is like when you know, times are even worse now. There were times it was a lot worse during those Abacha years. When we used to queue for fuel, used to, you can remember now. So we now turn our slow for engine so slow that it will not be less than 1. Turn the engine. So when you start the car, the steam barely climb. So as long as it doesn't jack, it is okay. The fuel supply is good. Same thing for BP. BP can be very low, but as long as it doesn't make you start feeling dizzy, then it is not too low. So you may use that as a benchmark. When you turn your engine so that you slow, very slow, start getting jack, turn it up small again. So as long as it doesn't jack, then it's not too low. So for your BP, if it's not, you just start feeling dizzy, and that means it's not too low. You can actually maintain 110, 100 as your systolic blood pressure. The lower the BP, the less likely you are going to come down with those adverse effects we are talking about. Did I miss a question now?
Please put your hands together for our doctor. Please. We're going straight to the next, which is the award presentation. Some of us here will be smiling home with an award. Of course, alongside some cash money, alongside a lot of goodies. Of course, it's a very special edition. We've been having the list of those who will be given awards to that have done very well for the PCRC over the years. I think it's a thing to watch by. Those that came in from different parts of the state, we want to say thank you so much. It might be your name might just be mentioned as part of those getting the awards for today. It has been a beautiful time, and we're about winding up the section. After the award, we go straight to the goodwill message, the closing remark, and that will be it. So the award ceremony will just be done now.
Please, can we give our amiable MC a round of applause? It's not easy to stand and talk. So please let us celebrate the one who has been standing and talking while we have been sitting and listening. And let's also extend that to all our facilitators that have been giving their sessions. One more time, a round of applause. Before we just call on the awards, I just want to remind us that our feedback form is live. Please, all divisional chairmen, go to the WhatsApp group, copy the link, and paste on your WhatsApp group so that every member can access the form and fill. If you feel you're not on any group, for our guests who are here, this is the link. Just go to your browser, type bit.ly/capital letter the way it is. MSC is for Mega Security Conference 24 feedback. Please note the capital letters. Type that in your browser and just answer yes, no, good, bad. The feedback is vital to our progress. Also, the lectures that we're giving with slides, the slides will be made available. So I saw some of you are taking pictures. You don't need to worry about that. It will be made available as well. Also, I just want to use this medium to announce that we will need you to follow us on our YouTube and Facebook page. We have a Facebook group and we have a Facebook page. The same names. The page is for the public. The group is a closed group for many of our internal things. So the public will see what we're doing on our page. Also on our YouTube channel. Both of them have the same name, PCRC Edo State Command. Type it on Facebook. It's only us that will appear. We are the best branded command in the whole of Nigeria. This is where you should clap for yourself. I want this one to pepper my Delta State chairman, because I know he will want to retaliate. Okay, so please go up and ensure you follow, like, and please share. We are community. There's a community in our name. So if communities don't know what we're doing, it's almost like we're smiling in the dark. Also, please, our YouTube channel will be running series of conversations. Some of us have been responding here. There's my brother on navy blue behind, who with glasses, who was vehemently responding. Corruption is hunger, poverty. Yeah, you're the one I'm talking about. Yes, we want your voices online. We need to have these conversations. We want people to also join in this conversation. So if you feel you'd love to join one of these conversations to share your thoughts, and also we'll be inviting the police as well to join those conversations, please reach me. You will see my number with the post I just made on the divisional chairman group. Reach me so that we can schedule those sessions. Also, I just want to mention here that PCRC is our own. Please say PCRC is my own. No, you are saying it as though it's for your neighbor. Say PCRC is my own. It's important that we remember that, because whatever we do, whatever we desire, we create. We, as leaders, we should run from the idea that some people are supposed to make certain things work for us. If you want it to work, please do the work, and it will work. You know, we have been talking about all the security agencies. It's easy to say bad police. The police, where did they come from? Did they come from China? No, they came from amongst us. So if we want anything to work, we'll start working it, and gradually we will achieve it. So please, let us be more intentional with our responses. When a message is spent, sometimes sent, an acknowledgement is an encouragement to the person ahead, knowing that he's doing something worthwhile. So when there's a message, it would be good that you can just say noted or give a thumbs up with an emoji on the group. So please, let's be more intentional with our response to our activities as well. And then finally, this is coming from me personally. I've been speaking on behalf of the chairman, but this is coming from me personally. I believe this is his voice. While it is important that we would encourage that our leaders here engage young people so that your divisions become more vibrant, I am speaking to the young people to please be very, very, very engaged. If only my VP is clapping, I am satisfied with that. That is still clapping for me. So if you are lesser than 40, please wave your hands. You don't know if I want to share money now. Raise your hands. Good. Please wave your hands. I want to see all those lesser than 40. Awesome. Great. Yeah, for all those of you lesser than 40, by our next meeting, we should not see Pastor Henshaw running around. We should take absolute responsibility. I am very close to 50 than you think. Yeah, and I know I don't look it, and I have 5 children. I will soon enter elders class. Who said add more? No, one wife. Oh, one. No, one wife. One wife. You need 2 more. What do you need? Is it the wife or the children? So all of you say who you need 2 wives. I send it back to you in Jesus' name. Back to its sender. Don't worry. I'm very generous, so you can help me with the wife. So just help me marry the wife and have her. Okay. So please, it's a kind appeal to all the young people in PCRC. There's a future for PCRC, and the responsibility is on our shoulders to ensure we champion this. PCRC is much more than I think we are thinking. So let's engage ourselves rightly. Do you agree with me? Yes. No. It's almost like you are trying to process this. Do you agree with me? Yes. Awesome. Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. Quickly, I want to invite the state chairman who will be making the presentations of the award. So please kindly just step forward. Amiable state chairman. Amiable state chairman. I will also want to invite our, please pardon me breaking protocol, National Vice Chairman South South. Please a round of applause for him as he comes upstage. Please let's give him a national round of applause. And finally, I want to also welcome the PPR of the Edo State Command, yes, SP Moses, yes sir, Yamu to the stage. Please, a round of applause for him. Our national vice chairman is standing in dual capacity. So this is going to be a very heavy award. I know we are all used to saying award goes from one hand to the other, but this is going to go from through three hands. Yeah, to those because it's well deserving. Sorry, if you don't mind, sir, you can be in the middle so he receives it first. We want to give the first award will be going to the best performing senior officer according to PCRC rating. And that's because of the generosity of your votes. This award will be going to no other person This award will go, I'm going to give it to our state chairman, and he will hand it over to the VP, the vice chairman national. This award is going to DCP Ojugbele Ebenezer Adebola. A round of applause, a round of applause. And the PPR will be receiving it on his behalf. Please, one more time, the best performing senior officer.
PCRC, we are gathered here today in the stead of our leader, national leader Alhaji Ibrahim Mogaji. Whatever we are doing here today is with his permission. So any award that you are receiving today is passing through the national chairman via the state to the recipient. So on behalf of the national chairman and the Edo State PCRC Command, I have the honor and pleasure to present this award of excellence to DCP Ojugbele Ebenezer Adebola.
Okay, so please, we want to welcome the 2IC to receive the next award, representing the recipient of the award. And the next award as Best Performing Senior Officer in the States goes to no other person than ACP Evelyn Odubemu of Ekiadolo Area Command.
In similar vein, this award of excellence is hereby presented to ACP Evelyn Odubemu as the best performing senior officer in the state.
So can you stand on this side so we'll take have a group photograph with the plaques? Yes, on the side. Thank you very much. A round of applause as you can go to your seat. But our chairman, and please, we'll still need you on stage. We still need you on stage for 3 more before you leave. This also is an outstanding service to humanity. This goes to the chairman of Marolos Limited, no other person than Mr. Michael Ehige Ojie Mekben. And this will be received by, he has a rep here. The rep of Marolos Limited. Okay, in absentia, can we just celebrate him in absentia? The next is going to another outstanding service to humanity. These are people who have stood to also ensure that this event was a huge success. This is the chairman MD of Morkso, engineer Abdullahi Mansur. The rep of engineer, is that him coming? Yes, thank you. Please, a round of applause as he's currently watching online, but he was somebody that called and said, I want to support. I will allow the chairman say what he said he was going to do, but he said he wants to support in a way that will blow our minds. So please, one more time, a round of applause for engineer Abdullahi Mansur.
This award of excellence is presented to engineer Abdullahi Mansur, AKO Moscow, chairman stroke MD. And I want us to know in this house that these persons are singled out because of their immense contribution to the success of PCRC in the state. And they are like ambassador of PCRC in Edo State. And it's not in the volume of the cash that they have given or material, but the heart with which they connect to PCRC. We, even as PCRC member, can still sponsor PCRC, apart from your monthly contribution. If God blesses you and places in your heart to do so, why not? We have given our award to PCRC member. So I'm looking forward to next year's celebration where PCRC members will be singled out for their immense contribution towards the success of PCRC in Edo State. Congratulations, my brother.
And the final one, it goes to someone who is not here, but from the beginning, he was the first person who showed the strongest interest and strongest support for the planning of this event. In absentia, please, let's make welcome Pastor Henshaw to receive another award, Outstanding Service to Humanity, awarded to engineer Ehige Omoroge. Yes. He looks almost the size of the person receiving it.
Another award of excellence presented to engineer Ambrose Ehige Omoroge, chairman MD ZA Construction. So this again is another major supporter of PCRC Edo State, and by implication, Nigeria. Congratulations, my brothers. And before I go, I give all of you my verbal award of excellence. You are wonderful people. I'm so glad of Edo State PCRC. If we continue like this, the sky will be our starting point. Thank you very much for your time. I've been enjoying myself since yesterday. God will richly bless and replenish your purses in Jesus' precious name.
Please, a round of applause for our Deputy Chairman. Please, can you stand up as we celebrate him as he takes his exit? He has to travel all the way back to Delta State. He has given a verbal award of excellence to every member of PCRC Edo State Command. And he is ably escorted out by the Delta State Chairman. Please, a round of applause for the Delta State Chairman. We will never forget marrying 3 wives in a short while. Please be seated. Now, there are some interesting awards that will be coming out. We have some awards left we are going to be giving to some of our members. And we'll wait a bit for our chairman to come back before we do that. But who here thinks your division is going to carry best division for the year? Let me hear the name of the best division. Are you sure? Are you sure? I am hearing different names. Which is the best performing division? I'm hearing Ikpoba Hill. I'm hearing Love World. I'm hearing Adesua. I'm hearing Urban Market. I'm hearing Benin Metro. I'm hearing Ugbawo. I'm hearing Ugbeku. I'm hearing Igodo. I'm hearing Idea. I'm hearing Ugbo. I'm hearing Etete. I'm hearing New Etete. It is too loud and they are too proud. I think we should change SEG division to Proud division because these people are proud and loud. And that is why I like them. They come with too much power, too much swag. Please, let's celebrate SEG division. So, the chairman has asked that I ask he do us the honors, Reverend Ken Okungbowa, to do us the honors of presenting these awards. Please, a round of applause for Reverend Ken. Please celebrate for one of my role models in PCRC. The first award here going out is going out to the most consistent member on media. And this is going out for his commitment to service and contribution to building safer and crime-free society. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's do something a little bit different and something that will make our hearts young. When I say ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want you to do. I want your hands to rumble on the tables. Let's do that. We know. Yes. Thank you. For those of you who can't do this, you please see the doctor outside. You need some fun in your life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, can your table rumble? Can your table rumble? Most consistent member on media goes to no other person than Chief Ngozi Kawokuga. Please let's celebrate Chief Ngozi. He has been consistent on media every week on EBS, on the Police and You program. He has represented PCRC. Whether you wake up or you are sleeping, he is very consistent with the program. Please a round of applause for him. He deserves it.
Thank you so very much. This is from Edo State PCRC, a word of recognition and excellence presented to Chief Ngozi Kauguga, am I right? Chief Ngozi Kauguga, most consistent member on media, for your commitment to service and your contribution to building safer and crime-free society. Presented this day, the 24th day of October 2024, I so present.
Please, let's not allow the food distract the joy on the stage. Okay? So this is going to someone who have served in the old committee and also served in the new committee and also has been responsible for some of the things we received. Ladies and gentlemen, for commitment to service, please, we're presenting an award of recognition and excellence to no other person than Honorable Jonathan Alele Oboite, our consultant. I know he was not. Please, a round of applause. Honorable Jonathan single-handedly provided all the jotters in your pack, all your pens, as parts, not all, but just part of his contribution to this conference. Please, a round of applause for him.
Honorable Jonathan A. Oboite, you are welcome. This is from Edo State PCRC to you. A word of recognition and excellence presented to you, Honorable Jonathan A. Oboite, for your commitment to service and your contribution to building a safer and free society. Presented this day to you, the 24th day of October 2024, I so present.
Honorable Jonathan had been a strong pillar to the planning of this event. He has been there asking back to back. Sometimes he calls and says, what's the challenge? Don't worry, I will handle this. Please, one more time, a round of applause for Honorable Jonathan. This is also going to someone who was extremely kind to support us benevolently. He did that last summit, and he also did that again this summit. There are people who have PCRC at heart, and they are part of the reasons why we're seated here. This award of recognition and excellence goes to no other person than Honorable Yusuf Musa Audu.
Honorable Yusuf Musa Audu, this is to you from Edo State PCRC. A word of recognition and excellence presented to you, Honorable Yusuf Musa Audu, for your commitment to service and your contribution to building a safer and crime-free society. Presented to you this day, the 24th day of October 2024, I so present.
Thank you very much, sir, for your service. Our state chairman is back, and he will now present the remaining certificates. This certificate will be going to the best performing area command chairman. Who is the best performing area command chairman? Who is the best performing area command chairman? If you are sure it's your area command, call your area command. Ladies and gentlemen, this is presented to Reverend Dr. Sazuwa Sage of Metro Area Command. The next award goes to the most improved area command. Which is the most improved area command? The most improved area command. And this award goes to the Ekiadolo area command. And who is receiving for Ekiadolo? Please come forward. A round of applause. Now, this award goes to another outstanding individual. Many of us have experienced him. Some of us are still experiencing him. He brought his full gear for free to serve our health. This award goes to no other person than Dr. Linus Ikiri. Dr. Linus Ikiri, please can you step forward to receive an award of recognition and excellence. He is completely in charge of giving the free medical care outside by your left. Please can we celebrate a distinguished member of PCRC who is committed to your health. Please let's celebrate somebody who has done something for service. And he's the chairman of the Adesua division. Please a round of applause for him. Somebody say gang. We have reached that place. Ladies and gentlemen, this award goes to the proactive chairman of the year. The chairman that before you call, he or she answers. The chairman who is a mover and shaker, who's got the power. Ladies and gentlemen, if it's your chairman, please let your hand rumble on the table. If it's your chairman, let your hand rumble on the table. Awesome. The Proactive Chairman of the Year award goes to no other person than Comrade Peter Imhabebo. SCG, is this how you are celebrating your chairman? SCG, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
PCRC, service to the nation. I want to thank all my PCRC members in my divisions and also the entire PCRC, because PCRC, we are unique. This, my certificate, is dedicated to my division. PCRC, service to the nation.
A round of applause for the Proactive Chairman of the Year. Finally, somebody say gang. Best Performing Divisional Chairman 2024. Which division? Which division? Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Performing Divisional Chairman 2024 award goes to no other person than Prophetess Courage Edo Boy Weka. Prophetess. Prophetess, are you performing outside? Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Next year, we are looking to creating more awards. And there's one award we didn't give now, but we are going to give before the end of the year. That award will go with 50,000 naira. But this award is not for us. But let me say this. Let me speak like a prophet that I am not yet. Next year, our awards will go beyond just plaques. We will ensure that there is a cash prize to follow our awards. Does that sound great? Yes. Awesome. So we are starting that now by, please attention, and we need every person to make this happen. By next year award, we'll be adding cash prize. But this year, we're adding cash prize to just 2 awards. And we want to serve this as an encouragement. When we were having conversations, my brother and others were talking about how police will receive, or other security agencies will receive small tips along the way, and it will shun them from carrying out their duties. So we are saying, what if we corporately start to ensure that we show them that there's good welfare in this space? So this award will be going to the best performing, lowest serving police officer, male and female. I think this is a good place to clap. And then we will, as it grows, we'll be doing that in every division. The best performing, low-ranking officer, male and female in your divisions. And that will be going with 50,000 naira. There is, please listen carefully, we are not yet done. There is an information that will be sent across to you for us to achieve that. Before we end, we'll be taking 2 goodwill messages from 2 persons who are here. We have the CSO, that the corporate, Doctor. We have Dr. Bright in the house. Dr. Bright, we want to take a goodwill message from you. Please, can you kindly step forward? A goodwill message from Dr. Bright.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate this privilege given to me to give this goodwill message on this special occasion. I want to appreciate the state chairman and every other member of PCRC in Edo State. I am Dr. Bright Onyobokuko, the state chairman, Civil Society Observatory Group on Admission of Criminal Justice Law. And if you look at PCRC, police community, the police are the law enforcement agencies, and the community houses everybody, both the victims both the perpetrators of the crime, the judges, everybody is in the community. So we see PCRC as a complete entity. And having been here and with the chairman, we believe that we're able to collaborate to ensure that the crimes in our society are actually curbed. If we can fight it from the community level, a whole lot of things would change. So on this note, I want to congratulate this body, and I appreciate you all for giving me this time for this goodwill message. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Please, all the chairmen, wait behind to collect your division certificates. All the chairmen, please, in the house. Your certificates for this conference are ready. Wait behind to collect certificates of participation for the members of your chairman. Your members will not forgive you if you don't give them their certificates. So please, all chairmen, tell those who are outside, all the chairmen outside should come inside and collect certificates of participation for the members of their division. Thank you.
In wrapping up, we would want to invite our Digital States chairman to come and give his closing remarks. Let us celebrate the man who has gathered us together, our digital chairman.
PCRC, I want to appreciate the national leaders of PCRC being led by Alhaji Ambassador Imam Mogaji. I want to appreciate the State ESCO, the Area Command Chairman and ESCO, the Divisional Chairman and ESCO, and all PCRC members. I appreciate you for your participation, for your contributions towards this program. May the Almighty God bless you. By the grace of God, with your support, with your prayers, we shall take PCRC from glory to glory. We shall take PCRC to an enviable height. PCRC, service to the nation and humanity. God bless you. Goodbye.
With that, we have come to the end of the event. I would ask us to just stand and take a closing prayer. And I'm going to ask that any person who is Bishop, thank you, to come take the closing prayer. I want to wish you all well as you journey back to your respective locations, and join my voice to the chairman to say thank you for making this event a memorable one.
Let us pray. Our dear Father, we are grateful to you for this program. Thank you for all the discussions. Thank you, Lord, for all that you have done. Glory be to your name. Father, we are going from this place to our respective homes. We ask, Lord, to dismiss us with your blessing and grant journey mercies to everyone that attended this program. And Lord, we pray that you will help us to remember, to recall all the necessary information that will be given in this conference, that we may exercise ourselves in them and be better people, be better to ourselves, our family, and to our nation in Jesus' name. Thank you, Father, for hearing and answering our prayer. We pray that you bless our chairman, state chairman. He labored throughout the day and the night, and his lieutenants. We pray, Lord, for the organizing committee, that, Lord, you be with all of them. That, Lord, you will reward them in the name of Jesus. Thank you, dear Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Shall we share the grace, please? May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit rest and abide with us, both now and forevermore. Amen.
Thank you, everyone, and God bless you.
I just spoke with the MC. He said he was asking for